Welcome, welcome, everyone who's here live and people who are joining us later. And today is February 21st. And today the sun is moving into Pisces, and the ruling planet of Pisces is Neptune. And we're also going to do a Kriya practice. And I'll talk a little bit more about why I picked this particular Kriya practice for working with Neptune. We're going to move into doing our Kriya practice together. And so I'm going to invite you to make sure that you are able to sit in a really comfortable position. I'm sitting in a chair. You can sit on the floor. You can sit in a chair if you want to. It's totally your choice. And just as always, when we are doing these is, whether you've done them with me before or not, is you just want to do as much as you can do for as long as you can do it. You do want to be able to push through resistance if you feel like you have resistance. You want to be able to look at what is going on in your body. And if you're like, ooh, this is like kind of intense, you can go, okay, yeah, it's intense. And can I do it? Now, if we're doing something that is actually hurting you, like if you have a shoulder injury or something like that, then don't do it. It's not worth it. Don't hurt yourself. And if you can't do it the entire time, do it for a while and then stop and keep imagining that you're doing it. And then come back in when you can. Each of the things we're going to do, we're only going to do for like 3 minutes. So they're pretty short. But 3 minutes can seem like a really long time when you're doing some of these, if you're not used to. Okay. So I think that's all the prelude to this. Let me just see, is there anything else I want to say about it? We are going to use breath of fire. I have taught breath of fire multiple times in these different events. I'd also have them on in my YouTube channel. I will just say here that breath of fire does not have to be super intense. It's basically just pushing out the breath with your belly. And you want to, if you want to practice with me for a second, the easiest way to learn this is to stick out your tongue and pant like a dog. Now, you don't want to go, which dogs do sometimes after they've been running a lot. You don't want to do that. Okay. So your belly is going. Let's see if I can show you here. And you want to make sure that when you're doing that, you're inhaling. So it's like, because all you do is push out your breath, you're going to get lightheaded and it's not going to feel good. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you're inhaling just as much as you're exhaling. Okay. So practice it. If it's new to you, it may take a little while for you to learn. It's totally fine. Okay. So, is there anything else I want to say about that? No, there isn't. I think that's good. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to do a little mantra, which helps us to transition into starting a Kriya practice. It's also how we kind of acknowledge the tradition of Kundalini Yoga and the masters who have kept it alive for millennium and expanded it, because this is a very ancient practice. And then and the meaning of it, I'm going to say, you can do it with me, or you can just listen. Om Namo Gurudev Namo, which basically means I bow to the teacher within. I bow to the creative intelligence of the universe that is flowing through me, that is animating me, that is my greatest teacher. And so it's not something out there. It's something in here. I'm just going to take this off to do this. And I think that's really important to remember. It's not that we are bowing to some idea of, a sky god from like the major religions of the earth. It's not about that. It's really about this teacher within, like your inner being, if you will, which is an expression of the creative intelligence of the universe. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with that. So just having hands in prayer and taking a big breath in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale and hold. And exhale. Good. All right, we're going to begin with just a little warm up with a Prana Shakti move, which if you've done any of these with me before, you'll recognize. And this is actually a great thing to do just first thing when you get up, if you don't have time to do anything else, or before you're going into a situation where you really need to be energized. And so it's really great. So basically you have your hands up like this, fingers are spread, and the arms are up at about a 60-degree angle. Okay, hands are spread. And then you're going to really kind of just drop your arms and make a fist. So you're going to grab light when you're up there, and you're going to grab light, and then you're going to drop your arms. They're going to strike your ribs. Okay. And we're going to do this 108 times. So if you can't do all 108, that's okay. Do as many with me as you can. Okay, here we go. And we're just going to inhale, exhale. All right, I will count. Here we go. $50. $80. And reaching up, breathe in and hold. Squeeze your pelvic floor, push the energy from the root all the way up the spine into the center of the head. Reach, 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 reach. Bring your fingertips together above your head. Reaching, reaching, reaching. And gently exhale. Reaching your arms all the way out. Really clearing your auric field. And then having your hands palms up in your lap. And just sit for a moment. Letting the energy settle. Noticing the difference in your energy now than before we started. Good. All right, tuning in. All right, so we're going to do a series of 3 different mudras, which are with our arms and our hands. And with the first 2, we're going to do breath of fire. Okay. And so with this first one, you're going to take your left hand and let me just say, so this Kriya is about the creative mind. It's about opening up the creative mind, which of course is our connection to the unified field, right? It's our imagination, it's our insight, it's our intuition, right? It's all of that. So this is more about the head center in human design, right? Or in the chakra system, it's more about the ajna. It's an interesting difference in the 2 systems. They're both valid. They're both perfect. And so it's really about being able to expand into this unified field. And then it's also accessing this really deep sense of stillness. And so these really align with Neptune. Because as I said, Neptune is about being able to get in touch with that unified field, and to be able to create a trance state in which you can imagine your future and then create a feeling state where your experience is as if that future you're imagining is happening right now. And it's very, very powerful for creation. And so I have found this particular Kriya, which I've been doing for, I don't know, over a month, because I received it from my teacher. And I find it extraordinarily beneficial in terms of that creative mind and that deep stillness. So that's why we're doing it. And it really goes well with Neptune. Okay. So the first one, you're going to take your left hand and you're going to bend your fingers just 90 degrees, and your thumb is going to be up. And you're going to put your fingertips, okay, right here on your third eye, and your thumb is going to be up. So you're really directing energy right here to this third eye. And then your right arm is going to be out like this. I'm not going to leave my hand up because it's a little intense with the camera, but you can see my right hand is up, my palm is down. Okay. And this is the position that we're going to hold, and we're going to do breath of fire for 3 minutes. So chances are, if you're not used to doing these kind of things, you're going to get some sensation going on in your shoulders during this time. I can guarantee your shoulders are not going to fall off. Your arms are not going to fall off. And if you do get sensation, a lot of times that's because you're rebuilding your nervous system, and you're also releasing energy that has been stuck. And that can be very beneficial for you. Okay. So we're going to go for 3 minutes with breath of fire. Here we go. Eyes are closed. Spine is really tall. You can bring what we call your dristi, which is where your eyes are, and have them focus and lock in the center of your head. It's really helpful to lock your eyes there. You can imagine that you're kind of moving into your peripheral view so that you can get into the center of your head, but it helps your mind to settle and not be so active when you're doing something like this. So it's that same kind of panting, but with the nose, the mouth is closed. Just focusing on your breath and the eyes in the center of the head. You're doing great. Hang in there. See if you can have just a little Buddha smile. Just 30 more seconds. And big breath in and hold. Squeeze the pelvic floor, push the energy upward through the spine into the center of the head. Hold as long as you can. Exhale when you need to. Good. And exhale. Release the posture, palms up. And just sit very still. Breathe easily. Tune into the intelligence of your energy. How is it changing your perception? Tuning into the center of your head, the space inside of your head, the light inside of your head, and then all around your head. Good. And we're going to move on to the next part. So with this one, make sure all right. You're going to put your hands so that your pinky side of your hands are together. And then you're going to hold your hands. They're a little cupped like that. So it's like an offering. It's like making an offering. And it's also about being able to receive guidance. That's the way I think of it. It's like you're both offering your heart, because this is a lot about the heart, right? It's you're offering the heart, you're offering your service, you're offering your contribution in the world, and you're also receiving guidance, you're receiving affirmation, you're receiving acknowledgement and appreciation. So that's kind of the attitude that you want to have. So your arms are going to be out like this, and you're going to be a little bit back, kind of towards the back of your sit bones, so that your belly will engage to hold you there. And then your chin's going to be just slightly up so that you're kind of looking up. Let me see, I'll take this to the side so you can see. So you're here, right? Your arms are up. They don't have to be totally straight. I usually have them bent a little bit, but you want to have them up at the level of your shoulders if you can. And then your head's going to be back a little bit, and you're going to do this. And then we're going to do breath of fire for 3 minutes. Okay, here we go. Just seeing if you can relax your shoulders in this position. Grounding yourself, making your offering. Here I am. This is my purpose. This is my service. I am here to serve. And I receive guidance as to what are the different ways for me to do this. Again, locking the eyes in the center of the head. Staying with it. You're doing great. If you need to, take a break and come back in. And if you can, hang in there. Really getting into a devotional state here. Just a little bit longer. And a big breath in and hold. Maintain the posture. Squeeze the pelvic floor in towards the center, pushing the energy all the way up your spine into the center of the head, and hold. Hold as long as you can, up to 30 seconds. If you need to release, that's fine. And exhale, release the posture, hand palms up. And sit very still, paying attention to your energy. Noticing the shift with the energy inside your form and the energy all around you. Feeling your spine elongate just naturally as you raise your vibration. Tuning into the stillness, quiet. All right, we're going to move on to the final part of this Kriya. So this one, you're going to have your arms out wide and your palms are up. Okay, so your arms are out wide like that. And let's see, I think I might need a little more space. So your arms are straight and you're going to inhale. And while you're holding the inhale, you're going to bring your arms, in front of you and you're going to cross them over. As quick as you can. And then you're going to exhale and inhale. Let's go. While you're holding the breath. And then when you need to, you can exhale. Reaching out, inhale. And again. Exhale, inhale. And then now on your own timing. You do not need to hold as long as I do. Bringing in some enthusiasm, some joy, if you can. Really building a lot of energy here. It's 1 more minute to go. You can do it. One more. And exhale. Inhale and hold. Squeeze the pelvic floor, pushing the energy all the way up through the spine into the center of the head. Exhale. Placing the hands in the lap. If you want to, you can do Gyan Mudra, which closes your energy circuit. And completely relax. Paying attention to the quality of your energy, how it's shifted. Noticing the quality of your spine, uplifting into the cosmos, grounding into the earth. As you raise your frequency, your spine and your nervous system will expand. Will release energy that does not serve you, that you're ready to let go of, including patterns, like I was talking about earlier, like patterns of addiction, conditioning that we have that you may understand from your human design. So just tuning deep within, accessing that quiet and stillness. In this state, you may choose to bring into your awareness and to fuel with your imagination an aspect of what you desire to become real in your life. Tuning in, imagining that it has already occurred and you are experiencing it now. Notice how this shifts your experience. can also just enjoy this elevated state. Tune in to the quality of energy inside of you, in your head, through your spine, all around you in your auric field, above, below, front, and back, left and right, all around you. Floating in your own cosmic egg. Now, if you have time and it feels right to you, you can go ahead and lie down and just take a longer rest, Shavasana. Just let that energy completely integrate. Otherwise, let's go ahead and bring our hands together, rub our hands together. Opening your eyes, seeing how much light there is. Everything is a lot more bright for me than it was. Okay. Just having your hands in prayer position, having a moment of gratitude for yourself, for giving yourself this gift, doing this Kriya today. And we're going to end with a long sat and a short nam, which just simply means truth is my identity. Sat nam. And bowing to your heart. Having compassion for yourself, compassion for all around you. Gratitude for your ability to evolve, to raise your vibration, to become a light in your own life and a beacon of light to all around you. Yay. So that's our Kriya for today. And my suggestion, if it feels right to you, if you like this one, to do this one until we do another one, which we'll do in March.